What does that make Christ?
A Negro.
Christ was a Negro.
That's right.
Hold on. Yes, sir.
Well, he didn't know about the business.
Yeah.
He about to go to the barber right now.
He from Judah.
He's from Judah.
That's right.
He from the tribe of Judah. That's a mighty tribe. Guess who else is from the tribe of Judah?
That's right.
Hold on, look on this side. Guess who else is from the tribe of Judah? Don't tell him.
Christ.
Okay, guess. Which one of these is Christ?
He's one of them.
Yeah.
Ain't none of them.
Well, who's this? Who's that?
That's supposed to be Christ?
Nah, hell nah. Most people think it is. That's why I asked. This was a man named Caesar Borgia. He was painted by a man named Leonardo da Vinci. This was in the 1400s. All right, so they set him up to be Christ. That's why when people see this image, they normally say, oh, that's Christ, that's Jesus. They always say, little kids all the time, we say, who's Christ? They go, oh, the white man with the pretty blue eyes. Whole time then we ask them what this is, they say Satan. Because when Christ come back, this is what he's going to look like. He was a black man, and he's coming back black. But our people weren't taught that. So when they see him, they think of evil, they get scared. You understand? Yeah. Now, we're going to get you that too, but go to Leviticus 21 and 5, or whatever you got. Gotcha.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5.
21, 5, all right.
They shall not make boldness upon their heads.
Not supposed, when you go to that barber shop, you're supposed to, don't go that low. Don't make my head bald like Michael Jordan and all that. Remember, when we came over here on them slave ships, they did that to us. Nobody had a bald head. They shaved our heads off, shaved our beards off, and over time, we start to think it's normal. The same way we think this white Jesus is normal now. At one time, we all knew he was black, bearded, with woolly hair. Over time, this is what America has done to the children of Israel. That's why I told you from the mighty tribe of Judah. Right. We teach the laws to people. You see how we don't play with these laws. Read that.
They shall not make boldness upon their head.
They ain't talking about when you starting to go bald. You're not supposed to make baldness on your head. Now, if you got the George Jefferson or something, that's all good. But a lot of brothers know what people do. They start to go bald. Black men, we don't like to look old, so we shave it all off. You cannot make yourself bald. You got to accept that little patch. And one of my brothers over here got, you gotta live with the cul-de-sac. Yeah, you gotta live with it. Live with the cul-de-sac.
Hey, just look.
Park there.
Cut it low, look less.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it, baby.
There you go. It's the laws of God. Read.
They shall not make boldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
What does that mean? They're not supposed to shave that beard off. I used to shave my beard off. My dad, like I said, learned from my grandfather. Looked like they all just keep a mustache. That's just what they do. So when I started growing my beard, I was just falling in line with them. I just was cutting it off, and they had a thick mustache. But my mom's side had a thick beard. So when I kept the laws, they like, dang, you got a nice beard. I'm like, all praises. But if it wasn't for God's laws, no one would ever knew. You understand? So, and this is a badge of, give me the lasagna. Yeah, you got to understand. Because this is not a small thing. Y'all can tell you and the brothers, you make sure that thing is clean and shaven every time. I already know. That's just how my pops is. I'm telling you, as soon as it starts to grow, listen, that shit is getting shaved back down. So we're going to slow walk this one. Because this might be between you, this one law might be between you and getting the kingdom of heaven. Because it's an easy law. You understand? The Bible says, Christ said, you got to keep even the least commandments. You'd be surprised, some people get the maddest at the least commandments. For example, smoking, that's the least commandment. All you got to do is just stop smoking. Now, it gets hard at overcoming the lustful thoughts. You got brothers who dealing with porn, people stuck in adultery, all type of deeper sins. That's the least commandment. I used to smoke too. You know, now sometimes I'm still tempted to, but I know I can't get the kingdom of heaven if I go back to smoking, if I go back to shaving my beard off. You understand? Read that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary definition of beard. A badge of manly dignity.
There you go. Because when you see a lion, how do you know the difference between the female and the male?
The man.
Guess what? I'm going to show you something funny. Go to 1 Samuel 18:29. I'm going to show you. We call it the mane, but guess what the Bible calls it? On a lion. What does he call it? Think about it. White man got us calling it a mane and all that because he don't want us to identify with that. The lion has a mane, but the Bible calls it, watch this.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 29. And Saul was yet the more afraid of David, and Saul became David's enemy. Then the princes of the Philistines went forth, and it came to pass, after they went forth, that David behaved.
Hold on. I got you. 1 Samuel. Don't go nowhere.
You got any questions?
La. Let me see. Says 17:35. Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 35. And I went.
Verse 34.
Verse 34. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep.
So David's showing you how tough he was at that time because he was about to whoop Goliath's ass. Read.
And there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock.
So he was fighting with lions and bears. This is our forefathers from the tribe of Judah. This is why this history is so powerful. Read.
And I went out after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth.
And did what?
And delivered it out of his mouth.
Keep going. Next part.
And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard.
Nah, his mane.
By his beard.
Nah, I thought it said mane.
By his beard.
The lions have beards. You understand? Yeah, the black man ain't supposed to shave his beard off. Same way you can tell the difference between a man and a woman in the animal kingdom amongst a lion. Same with us. We just think because the white man gave us liberty that we can start shaving stuff off. Nah, a lot of men be looking like women when they shave their beards off. It's confusion. So you gotta keep your lion. You got a beard of a lion. You understand? When we come from we the lion of Judah. Come on, man. Go to Deuteronomy 7:6. You don't smoke, do you? Do you? You smoke? Okay. I mean, if you do, we're just gonna tell you. The Bible says not to do it. You understand? So what do you believe in?
Jesus Christ.
You believe in Jesus Christ. Okay. So, well, now I'm curious back to this question. So, you didn't know what he looked like because you said, "Who's that?" If I'm correct, right?
No, you told me.
Okay, sis, we showing you that Jesus is a black man. Come on, we better go into the color of Jesus. Sis, mom. Hold on, don't go. I'm trying to get over. Mom, sis, mom. All right, read that. We gonna show y'all Jesus is a black man. Read.
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, how you say yeah is? I asked you who's that. You said you don't know.
Not by no picture, I know Jesus. You told me.
Yeah.
You told me.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna prove it to you.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ because he has to be revealed in these last days because everybody thinks he's a white man.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
That's why he don't like us shaving it off. It's nice hair. See how afro she got? This nice hair, this woolly textured hair. It's envied by the other nations. They wish they had it. That's why they call it nappy and all this stuff. We got the best hair in the world. It's got life to it. It's thick. That's why it don't fall down like theirs do. Theirs is just dead, lifeless, and thin. You understand? Read that again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So he literally had that look. Just like that. White, woolly textured hair. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Because he sipped wine. He didn't get drunk, but he did drink wine. That's why you see the iris of his eyes were red. You know, when you sip, you're comfortable, your eyes start to get red. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now, your feet are the same color as the rest of your body, right? So if his feet were the color of brass, so what's the rest of his body? But let me slow down. What color is brass? What color is brass?
Gold, yellow.
Nah.
Gold,
Close. You guess.
brass,
You ain't right yet. You can't be.
gold, yellow.
Read that again. We're gonna show you what you got. Yeah. So brass is brown. All right. Brass is brown. It's very simple. Matter of fact, read that for him too. The beginning of 14. I want him to hear the woolly. He didn't hear the woolly part. Yeah. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. What's your name, man? What's your name, man? Shunny?
Yeah.
What's your nationality, man?
Nepal.
Nepal? Where's Nepal?
The Mount Everest, man.
In Asia?
You know the Mount Everest?
Okay, so
Between India and China.
okay, so look, the children of Israel were scattered. When we went into slavery, we were scattered. So I would say you should stick around and find out you might be one of the scattered sheep of Israel. But let's get back to the point.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, so what race of people has woolly textured hair?
Black.
Black people got woolly textured hair. Look at my beard, that's like wool. Look at his hair, that's wool, right? Watch this. This is from an old dictionary, the definition of wool.
The definition of wool. Having hair resembling wool, applied especially to Negroes.
Read that again. So look, we reading about how black Jesus is. Listen. Jesus said he had hair like wool. Read.
Having hair resembling wool, applied especially to Negroes.
So this dictionary that the white man wrote, he understands that wool is how you describe the texture of Negro's hair, right? So good. What does that make Christ? Let's go back and read verse 14 again. What does that make Christ?
A Negro.
Christ was a Negro.
That's right.
Hold on, don't go nowhere.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flaming fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
So Christ had woolly textured hair. He had an afro. He had woolly textured hair. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brass is brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. If you burn anything, what color does it change? Black. Black. So Jesus Christ was a black man. That's why when I see a black man, I see Christ in him. I see Christ in him, so I gotta show him his history. White people didn't show us his history, did they? Did the church show this history? So why not? That's my question. Yeah, this is good stuff. So why didn't they put this in the church? I was in church all my life.
They don't want you to know.
They don't want you to know. Why not?
Right.
Why not?
It's called truth.
But why don't they want black people to know the truth? That's my question.
Why they don't? Say it again.
Why they don't want black people to know the truth of their history?
To keep them back, keep them down.
There you go. Because if we know that we're great, we won't act like niggas no more. We're going to start to change our behavior. And ultimately, what we're going to do? We're going to repent.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.